Hello guys, good to be back. How are you doing? Thank you for joining my channel again. Thank you to all of you that have watched my previous videos and subscribed and shared. You guys are the best. And guess what? I am receiving emails now. I received an email from a lady asking me questions about moving to Dubai. I also received a couple of messages on Instagram from people wanting to know more about moving to Dubai. I want to talk about jobs because all the messages I've gotten have been asking me questions about where to work in Dubai, how to get a job in Dubai, blah blah blah. What job did I get when I came to Dubai? So that's what I want to talk about in this video. So if you are interested in this kind of content, stay tuned. Go and grab your popcorn as usual. Invite your neighbor. Let's get down. Let's get down. All right. So like I said in my previous video, when I came to Dubai, I came with a visa and I did not have a job. When I didn't have any plan of getting a job when I was coming. I started sending, first of all, I prepared my CV. So I made a couple of CVs with different profession. So one thing you need to understand is if you are coming abroad, anywhere safe, if you were a banker in Nigeria or you had like a specific profession, maybe like personal assistant or facility manager, yada yada yada, don't expect that you would get that kind of job when you come abroad, because even if you have the certificate, even if you have ICANN is Nigerian, even if you have ACCA, I know ACCA is global, but the fact is that they work with your experience in this place. They want to see that you have experience working in this place, not in your country. So that's what is more important to them. They understand that our certificate is not so good. They understand that our education in Nigeria, in Africa in general, is not so good. So they know. This one is not about racism. It is what it is. Abroad people are way ahead of us. So we just need to calm down. So when you come, first calm down first. Because if you go ahead and start looking for this one, manager that, supervisor that, yada yada yada, you would just waste your time. Do you understand? So, and you also need to know that the salary of a receptionist here is not the same as the salary of a receptionist in Nigeria. Yato. Ogun. So just calm down first. When you're coming, just drop your shoulder pad in Nigeria and then like this and come to Dubai, because if you don't do that, they will do it for you. Don't tear your shoulder pad. So yeah, so you need to come with that mindset. So when you come, let me tell you the kind of jobs that you should look for that you can easily get. Receptionist, if you can, waitress, waiter, security, what other job? Sales, real estate, credit card companies, gyms. I don't know. There are so many of them. I cannot really think of them right now. But sales in many fields, like they love money in this place. So if you're able to sell something, you get the job. And what other job can you get here? You can also get like sales representative. I think I just said sales and sales representative. I didn't know what to say. Okay, so honestly, I cannot really think about it. If I remember them, I'll put them in the description box down below. But there are a couple of jobs that you can actually get in this place that you would normally not do in Nigeria, but now you're abroad, and then we've already established the fact that you need to tear your shoulder pad and drop it in Nigeria. And then when you come, relax. So yeah, those are the kind of jobs that you can get for a start. And the reason why these are the kind of jobs that you can get is because you don't have experience working in this place yet. And the first thing, even when you are submitting your CV online, you see them, they'll be asking you how many years of experience you have working in this field. That's number one. How many years of experience do you have working in this field in Dubai? That's how they'll ask you the question. So, and that second one is what is more important to them. They want to know that you have actually worked in this field in this country. So, because it's different. So, you need to first try to get experience working in any field at all. At least you have worked in Dubai. That counts for something, even if it's not the same field. But at least try to just get into the industry first. Try to just start working and start gaining experience working here. So that was what I did. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. That was what I did when I came. I didn't try to look for, because I was working as a personal assistant in Nigeria to a CEO. But when I came here, I decided to just start looking for jobs like reception, admin. I don't look for security because me go, am I finished securing myself? And you know what's funny? Even the security people, they're not really doing anything. They're just standing. Literally, it's just that you have to wear the uniform. So, anyway, scratch that. I was looking for admin jobs because I've done that before. I was looking for receptionist job. I was looking for waitressing job. Yeah, because I've done that before as well. So, and I heard that if you're working as a waitress, you will get money because you get tips and then you get your salary. So that's like one job that everybody wants to do in this place. So I was also looking for like a sales job because I've done sales before. And yeah, those are the kind of, and I was looking for like HR assistant or clerk, office clerk. Like I just wanted to just go and work somewhere because I know that if I start working there, they would see my value and then maybe they would offer me something good. Or you never know. You know, I made different CVs. So I made a CV for like sales representative for a real estate company. Because if you don't do that, if you say you're sales representative, because I was sales representative for a duty free in Nigeria, and then I now want to go and apply for sales representative for real estate, they'll tell me you were selling perfumes. How do you know how to sell real estate? But I know how to sell anything, but it doesn't matter what you know how to do. What you know how to do. It matters what they need you to do. So even if I say I was working as admin assistant, it doesn't qualify me to apply for HR position. Or yeah, it doesn't qualify me basically. So I decided to make my CV. So to spell it out, like okay, real estate company is this CV is for real estate company. I worked as a sales representative in a real estate company. Then I'll list out the things I did in the real estate company. It's not as if you cannot join everything together in one CV, but if you join everything together in one CV, these people they are not that patient. They will not be looking at it one by one. They will look at the latest job you did and how long you did it for. So as far as I'm concerned, it's better for you to have separate CVs for this kind of jobs. So I made another CV for like waitressing, and then I listed everything I did in waitressing, and sales is also like almost like waitressing. So I joined those two together in a way that made sense. And then when I was applying for receptionist too, I joined my admin experience with my reception experience, with my personal assistant experience, clerking experience. I joined those ones together, and then I listed everything I did step by step because your only saving grace is your CV. So because that's what they will see first before they even invite you for an interview. And don't forget you're Nigerian. If you're Nigerian, so once they see your nationality first, that's already minus 10. So you need something to like bring your marks up. And then another thing you need to do is to add your picture to your CV. Because I didn't know that as well. Because when I see people put their pictures in their CV, I'm like, who sent you a message? They send you a message, you add your picture. Because these people, you need to like sell yourself as much as you can. So add your picture, add very fine looking picture, and then professional picture. And then put it in your CV, make it very clear and bold. Then you can now start submitting your CV. I submitted my CV on Indeed. I submitted my CV on Dubizzle. I submitted my CV to like physically. I went to different places and dropped my CV. Then, if we check Indeed, you see that they had like walk-in interviews. Walk-in interviews is like they'll just put the address of where the interview will be and the mobile number that you would call or message. So I was chasing those type of interviews, like walking, because I know that if they see me, they might be interested in me. So that was how I landed one scamming interview. They used to scam in Dubai. They used to scam in Dubai. So I went for this interview. They told me to come to Sharjah. I didn't even know that Sharjah was different from Dubai at that point. That was like my first week in Dubai. Once I carried myself, took my metro card all the way to Sharjah. Straight. When I got there to this place, the address was there. They said working interview for admin position. Yeah, 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 yeah. When I got there, it was one small office. There were a couple of Indians, like two Indian ladies there. They were the ones conducting the so-called interview. They had a receptionist. And then people were trooping in, like people are looking for jobs. Different nationalities were trooping in: Nigerians, Kenyans, Filipinos, Indians, Sri Lankans. Different people were just trooping in. And these ladies, you know what they were doing? They'll take your documents, they'll tell you they have jobs for you. So they are not the employers, oh. They are just like an agency. So they tell you they have jobs for you. If you are interested, you need to pay registration fee. That was how they collected my 250 dirhams that day. 250 dirhams. Okay? They collected it because I met some other Nigerian girls there. They actually interviewed me with two other Nigerian girls. So they were asking us questions like, the normal questions they'll ask you in interview now. They were asking us, where did you work? What was your experience like? Blah, blah, blah. What kind of job are you looking for? Then they took our document. Then next thing they were like, so now you need to like pay for registration. And my face turned red. Like, Reggie, what? But I was already there. Like, I traveled all the way. And in that moment, I was just thinking, if I don't pay this money, and what if they are legit? And I don't pay this money, then I will be the reason why I don't get the job. And I am this kind of person that I don't want to leave anything to chance. So I'm like, okay, 250. And I still had my Nigerian money now, so I was still feeling fly. I was like, I put my hands in my pocket and gave them the 250 dirhams. So they gave me receipt for my payment and I left. But the other Nigerian girls were still there. They were still like trying to negotiate with the lady. But I knew that they were not going to pay. But I had already paid, so I was like, fine, no problem. So I left the place. Then I realized that I was actually scammed because I spoke to my friends here about it and they were like, you're not supposed to pay for anything. It's illegal, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, okay, Asha, I've paid already, no problem. So Asha left the place that day. And then after like 2 days, I didn't hear from them. Because they told me that they'll call me, that they'll submit my CV and then they'll call me. I didn't hear from them anymore. But all of a sudden, I got an email. I don't know what, because the thing about submitting your CV to different companies is that when when they finally send you an email, you are not sure of which company, or you're not even sure of the exact time you submitted your CV to that company. So when they sent me an email saying I should come for one interview in one, did I just say interview? When they said I should come for one interview in one gym, Binos gym, so I just jumped up. I wasn't sure whether it's those people I paid money that helped me or it was from the numerous CVs that I submitted. I don't know. Till today, I still don't know. But I went for the interview, and when I got there, fortunately, it was like one of the biggest gym in Dubai. In fact, one of the biggest gym in the world. It's Benos gym. And then the owner immediately saw me, just liked me, just told me, gave me the job immediately, no stress. And my salary was 3,000. But if we had like tip every month 500, so it was 3,500. And that was how I got the job, easy peasy. So, and he even told me that if I had friends that were looking for a job, I should let him know that they still had more positions. They still had more space for receptionists in the gym, but I didn't have any friend that was searching for a job at that point, so there was nothing I could do about it. So my start of salary was 3,500, which was not bad. I was actually aiming for like 5,000, but the higher you aim, the more you waste your time. That's just what it is. Like, you just need to give it time. Here you have to be very patient. You have to start from somewhere. You have to gather some experience, and then you can start searching for. There are always jobs. That's one thing. Don't let anybody lie to you. There are always jobs in Dubai, but you need to start from somewhere. Yeah, so that was where I started from. And then I worked in Venus for a couple of months. I still had my visit visa. So I was working with my visit visa. And they were supposed to like make my work visa for me. And something happened and they didn't make my work visa for me anymore. And I got mad and I left the place. And yeah, I decided to make my own visa for myself. And yeah, I made my own visa. That's another story. We're talking about work here, so I don't want to like mix everything together. So I got another job. When I left Venus, I stayed at home for like 1 week only. I worked in Venus for like 3 to 4 months, and then for like 3 months actually, and then I started submitting my CV again. I started from the beginning again. I was submitting my CV online. But then now I have 3 months experience working in Dubai. And I immediately saw the difference. Like the moment I call any company or message any, and I tell them I've worked in so and so place for 3 months, like their response was better than it was the first time when I was still a fresher in Dubai. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. So I started calling, I started going for interviews. But the thing now is I have experience working in a gym. So the people that were more interested in me were gym owners, because that's what I have experience in, right? So I decided to just chase gym. Then no point trying to chase HR or admin anymore, since the experience I have is gym receptionist. So I started chasing reception jobs or gym receptionist job generally. Anyway, that was how I called this company one day. Another gym, it's a boxing gym, real boxing only, my family. So I called them, and the person that picked up was one of the reception. Of course, when you call a company, the first point of contact is the receptionist in that place. So when I called the receptionist, I just told her, hello. I wish she was here. She knows how to narrate this story. Because she's always laughing about it. So I called her and I'm like,
Hello, my name is Bukola, and I just want to know if you have a job, if you are hiring.
and then she was like, what? What did you say? I'm like, yeah, do you have a job? I'm looking for a job. And then you can construct your own sentence in a different way. But then I'm just telling you what me I said, sha. So like, and then she was like, yeah, what kind of job are you looking for? Then we just started talking, and I started telling her that, oh, I'm Nigerian, but I speak very good English. I'm very pretty. I know how to groom myself. Sarah, if you're watching this, I know you're laughing at me. So she was laughing so hard. Like, she was like, who is this person calling me to tell me she knows how to groom herself? She knows how to speak proper English. So anyway, we're conversing for like a long time, and then the rapport was good, and I guess she liked me. So she told our boss about it, and then I started following up. So you have to follow up. That's another thing you need to know. Follow up. If you don't follow up, yeah, you're just deceiving yourself, because nobody has your time. Nobody's thinking about you. You have to think about them. So I started following up. I called her again another time, another day, the next day actually. Then she said I should not worry, she'll speak to her boss. I took a long story short, they invited me for an interview. Oh no, our boss emailed me first. Our boss emailed me because Her boss is American, Michelle. So she emailed me. She was asking me questions about myself. I was selling myself. What is wrong with this child? I was selling myself on that email trail. So then she finally invited me for the interview, and I went for the interview. She also liked me when she saw me, and then she told me what the offer was. So it was slightly higher than Venus. I mean, the main salary was slightly higher than Venus. The main salary was 4,000, but the good thing was the commission here wasn't fixed. Unlike Venus, where they just give us 500. Whether you make 1 million, they just give you 500. But for this new job, it was like a percentage of how much sale you're able to make. So the sale was like the job was like all in one encompassive. So it was like a receptionist job, and then a sales representative job, and then I was also doing admin and some HR stuff for the company. So yeah, so for the receptionist part, all you had to do was just be in front line and like receive customers and do customer service and all that. Then for the sales part, you had to you have a target and you have to meet your target, and then you get a percentage of that target that you have met. You have a fixed percentage. Can you chew? Yeah, of course, eat. Oh my god. You used to have children. So, like I was saying, you can it's up on me. So you can you choke. So yes, it was like all in one encompassive. So we had the sales target, and then you have to meet your target. Then you get like a fixed percentage of that target, and then your salary is still there. Your salary is not going anywhere. It's fixed. So so at the end of the day, in a month, I was making like 8,000, because after collecting my 4K salary, my commission ends up being like 4,000, sometimes 3,000, sometimes 5,000, depends on how well I do that month. So imagine I went from a 3,500 salary to a 8,000 salary. Do you get what I mean? So that was what that was. So you see how like a 3-month experience can change your life. You get what I mean? So that's why it's important for you to start from somewhere. Start from somewhere. Never, 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 never forsake humble beginnings. So yeah, that was and I really enjoyed working there. Although the workload was like, if you are working abroad, see, working abroad is not the same as working in Nigeria. Here, you will work. You will work. Your brain, your everything will be put to test. And the more money you are making, the more workload you have, because they understand that you are making that money and they know what that money means in your country. So they will make you work for that money, because they know that there's no way you will get that in your country. So, and don't forget though, bills, they wait for you. So the higher your salary, the higher your expenses, of course, because that's just the way humans mind works. The moment your salary hikes up like this, you start to think of more expensive stuff. When I was collecting 3,500, I was living in a shared apartment of 4 people. But then when I started getting high salary, I started thinking of studio, living in a separate room, and then my salary just kept, my expenses just kept going higher and higher. So that's it. I think that's just basic principles of life. So yeah, I worked in that place for a couple of months again, and then like I said, more salary, more goals. We want to achieve more stuff, and so I'm doing like this because I need the sunlight. So you want to achieve more stuff in life. So I started thinking of like enrolling in school and stuff. So yeah, other things started coming up that I would not like to talk about in this video. But yeah, that's and someone asked me a question about authenticating your certificate. So Yes, my answer is yes and no, because she asked me, like, do I need to authenticate my certificate before I come to Dubai? My answer is yes and no, and I'll tell you why. So, first of all, yes. Yes, because it will help you to get like higher paying jobs, and then it will help you to get like some kind of roles that require your certificate. That's if your certificate is good, or if your certificate is worth authenticating. So for me, I didn't authenticate my certificate, and it didn't really mean much to me because when I came, nobody actually asked me for my certificate. Nobody cares. It's what you can. It's my experience that they were more interested in. Because and I didn't authenticate my certificate because I didn't know I was meant to do it until I got here. Maybe if I knew, I would have done it at least, but I didn't know. So I brought my certificate, but it doesn't mean anything to anybody if it's not authenticated. So I would say if your certificate is worth authenticating, then please by all means authenticate it. But if it's not worth it, I beg just carry it safe and come to Dubai if you want to come. So yeah, that's about that. And yeah, so and you can always like if you start working, you can always like get other degrees that would actually count for something. And this doesn't have anything to do with racism. I know that there is racism in Dubai, but we know the level of education we have in Nigeria, and trust me, these people know also. They know, so they don't need to waste their time looking at your certificate because they know that you don't have like good education in your country. But if you have like a Nigerian that lived we have many of them here actually that lived in the UK or studied in the UK or studied in America or somewhere, and they come here to search for job. One time they will get the job and they will get well-paying jobs one time. So it is what it is. So if you come, what you should don't be angry that your certificate, your 4 years does not count of anything. Instead of that, start saving up money and start looking for how you get a better degree that would count for something. That's it. It is what it is, bro. So and for those of you, for me, so I'm saying for those of you, oh. So for like I know 3 people that already said they are coming to Dubai this year, before the end of this year, and they want to link up. I want to link up to come with some money. Let me help you spend your money. I'm joking. I'm not really joking. Come with your money. Let's turn things up. You know the vibes. Yeah, I'll be waiting for you guys. When you come, just link up with me. You don't necessarily have to stay in the area I'm staying. You can stay anywhere in Dubai. Dubai is not so big, so wherever you are, we can definitely link up, guys, ladies. So I would see you guys. This is the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I covered all the questions you have in your mind about getting a job here. Just relax. Don't give yourself hypertension. It's not that hard. I would see you in my next video. Let's say bye. Bye. Say open your mouth and say bye. Bye. Say subscribe. Say it properly.
Subscribe the button.
Subscribe to our channel. Bye.